Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you, we bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. All right, so according to this report from one of the Sunderland players, what do they call Chamberlain Nably? So Baba God dey talk say they no dey fear Arsenal. You get. Say they go for the 3 points. After all, they don't play Liverpool. They don't play some kind of things. Say they ain't good die. They talk many things. You get. Say they get the belief. You get. Say they go Arsenal. They know they go Arsenal with fear. You get. When you look at the report, they say we will go full. Sunderland winger issues warning to Arsenal and Liverpool ahead of Premier League clashes. Now, Chelmsdean spoke confidently after scoring against Burnley as Sunderland prepares to face Arsenal and Liverpool. Now, the guy called it says Sunderland will approach the upcoming clashes with Chelsea, with Arsenal and Liverpool with belief rather than fear after scoring against the Black Cats with them win 3-0. Now, I don't know whether this guy thinks it will be Burnley. I don't just know because they say, yes, we know Arsenal is a big club, Liverpool is a big club, but we showed this season that we can face everything. And in the Premier League, everything can happen. So we'll take this game 100% and go full to get the 3 points there. Get. And that there is the Emirates Stadium. Now, one thing we all these Sunderland players don't understand is say their home form is not their away form. Home form, they are unbeaten at home, but away form, they've been stuttering here and there. So this is not the type of game where we say, I would like make Arsenal teach them a dirty lesson. Let us give them the Aston Villa treatment. Now what me I go like you get. You see this match, the guy never really understand the kind of firepower wey Arsenal will take face them. Me, I expect them to play 10 men behind the ball. Normal, you get, but you should understand that this is not the stadium of lights. This is not the stadium of lights. So it no go dey easy at all at all. But no wahala, Shamo just dey see everything go turn out. Now today match now. I'm talking about the match because overly now today we go play am. So according to check flash score win probability, so they say Arsenal have a 79% chance of winning the game, probability wise. Then Sunderland have an 8% chance of winning the game. Then the remaining percent now draw it gets. So for them to win us for here, it's not like it's impossible, but it's a long shot. That's why I'd always look at probabilities and not possibilities because they can win. Now, as I make I go check our head-to-head between we and this Sunderland. I can still say the last time they came here was 2016-2017 season. So there is no points for the head-to-head to even count at all because nothing. This one, they're relevant in the grand scheme of things for today match. This head-to-head not really they relevant. It just did there for historical purposes alone, you get. So you're not going to use and judge the strength because the teams they play this thing, how many of them still there for today's football now for the same team and not be the same squad they there, you get. But all in all, when you look at the injury, you go see say for the will not play column. So Arsenal have Max Doman, we have Merino, we have Odegaard, we have Bukayo Saka. They will not play, you get. For Sunderland corner, they have Granit Xhaka, Traore, then BJT. They will not play, you get. So for our own side, the possible lineup, so we will use, me, I can just say from the top of my head, you have Raya, Saliba Magales, Timber, then Nkapi. But this match, I suppose we dey see that kind of color, big color for that left wing because big color nothing do am now. So what? Why are we not starting? So for this match, I would say start big color because big color contributes a lot going forward for us. Hincapi no really dey contribute a lot going forward, but defensively is solid. And for this type of game, maybe say the opponents are going to be playing 9 times out of 10, 10 times 10 man behind the ball. Now wetin they go play. So you need a lot of attacking reinforcement, a lot of attacking mindsets for this particular game. So for me, since Big Kala no dey injured, has been playing cameo appearances, and for me, I think he's fit to play. Start Big Kala for me. Big Kala, Magales, Saliba, then Timber. Everywhere good. Then if you don't say maybe one rest Timber, say okay, Ben White, so yeah, Oliwa, me Timber just still rest more. Based on saying if they play every day. Down myself good. But if you don't want rest time, basically fire the goal. Then maybe when 70 minutes, 65 minutes, we still introduce Ben White there. So for the midfield, now same of the same. You're expecting a Havertz and Zubimendi, and they Declan Rice. Then for the attacking side of things, Saka no Kuku, so Madike go fall in. Then for the other side, Trossard has to come in. You get. So Trossard comes back in for that game, and Gyökeres takes the mantle of leadership. Then sometime in the second half, Gabriel Jesus go fall in. Now the ideal formation we me go use for this game be this. And everywhere go good. Now do it me I see. So what's be your own formation? Why you say go to set up the team if now be Mikel Arteta? Now, with that being said, away from that. Now, Pep Guardiola said when they won Manchester City, say they know they really get enough consistency to challenge Arsenal for this title race, because if they want to get there and be there at the end of the day, so they need to be very, very consistent. Now, he say we have real moments, but not enough consistency to be there competing at the very top level. But still, we are there, Guardiola admitted. Now, Guardiola can say 14 games will remain in this Premier League is an eternity. That 14 games, from in experience, it's a lot of games, and everything can happen. Anything can happen. We are better than last season. Last season we finished 23rd in the Champions League. We are 8th this season. Carabao Cup, we went out third round, and now we are in the final. FA Cup, we are still there. Last season in the Premier League, we were miles away from Liverpool. So we are going to see what will happen until the end. All right, so today we need to send a strong message to Man City by beating this Liverpool, so that Man City will go to the Anfield with a strong desire to win, and that strong desire will come let them get lapses for their defense. And this, in fact, I'll be a Liverpool fan tomorrow. I will support Liverpool. You can say that Liverpool will run the level for us. Yes, so we'll just see how that oneself will play out. Now, Arsenal have conceded 75 corners in the Premier League this season, the fewest of any other team, set pieces kings. So as we did, so far so good this season, 75 corner kicks, they don't play against us, because we dey stop wingers from getting past us and trying to square play to get a corner. You get, we know they stop all of them, but so far so good. Based on saying that we get the best defense, so this type of metrics are not really dey surprised. Say if we achieve something like this, really shock me. You get. Now, Pep can say he really dey frustrated. Say as of now, the 115 charges wey the FA carry them go their arbitration, kinikan, court, the tribunal and all of that, they never still see the verdict. Shey Man City dey guilty abi they dey innocent? Say him for like make him know how everything dey go, because they ask am, he say at this point no be like e no dey in hand. You get, I'm awaiting the resolution. So no be like say na in hand e dey. So na wetin Pep dey talk. Now, today there's going to be an early kickoff, 1:30 p.m. I think Nigerian time. So Manchester United are going to play Tottenham Hotspur. I'll go watch that game. Now, Manchester United haven't beaten Spurs home or away since 2022. So whether Manchester United now go stop, go change this the course of events, or maybe status quo will be maintained, I don't really know. You get, because now this type of games that they watch, this new manager bounce with the guide this Carrick, is he going to continue today? Because Spurs, even though Spurs get plenty injuries, they still have a decent team to turn things around. So the match go dey interesting to see. Because see how the match will be. Now, breaking news according to hear from Sky Sports, and the fact say Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he don't arrive in Glasgow in Scotland ahead of a medical for Celtic. The other day, I think O'Neill, the manager of Celtic, they talk about Chamberlain, say yes, they are in contact. See the guy saying they train with Arsenal, they get fit, they prepare, he gets. So that one where I thought I can say, okay, wish him all the best in whatever he wants to do. Now they are not say Arsenal no get any plan. You sign the guy as a free agent. They just like help him as former Arsenal player when be. You guys don't help him build in fitness level. Now he has gone to Celtic, everywhere good for him. So wish him all the best in his next chapters of life. Now, away from that, I'm going to bring you a message from our sponsors that is powering today's show. So, Mobile Associates and Co Limited, they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services. Nationwide, so if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road of Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Now, also, I could bring you a message from another of our sponsors, where they call Madam Adobe. She's powering today's video, and she brought into the country Turkish quality furniture. Now they get complete sets available for sale. They get two 3-seater chairs, two single-seater chairs, three side tables, one center table, big size dining table, 6 pieces of dining seats, and 6 throw pillows. So if you're interested, make you contact Madam Adobe on 080206 026 34. And the location at Shongo Tedo Aja, Lagos, Nigeria. So if you get any interest, make you reach out to her ASAP. Her number is at the bottom of the screen. Now, away from that, this morning while doing research, I can't stumble upon this particular report. John Terry, one of the legends of Chelsea, they complain say as Arsenal beat Chelsea for the Carabao Cup semi-final to get into the final, that Arsenal celebrated far too much, that we over-celebrated. Now wetin John Terry dey talk? Say na Carabao Cup oh, why would they celebrate like that? Now, according to Terry, the reaction demonstrated how Arteta's players are showing the pressure and feeling the nerves with so much expectation on their shoulders this season. I just want to talk about Arsenal celebration after. Let's not forget, it's the Carabao Cup. It's not the Champions League final. Yet they celebrated far too much for me. I think that showed the pressure that's on them at the moment. When I first read this report, I go still go more on the report. It don't really make any sense to me because you need to offer context. This is our final, like our first final in like 6 years or 5 years. First final. Why we no go celebrate am? Didn't we merit it? Are you telling me if to say Chelsea came back from behind, beat us, they no go celebrate? Are you kidding me? I don't know why when it comes to Arsenal, everybody wants to be celebration police. Everybody wants to become the moral authority on who will celebrate and who will not celebrate. Are you going to tell us how to react after you are just a sore loser? When I read the report, I get many things to talk about. I know just one me no be like say, I know just one me no be like say I dey bad mouth am because I was disappointed in what Thierry was saying. Now, John Terry hit out at Arsenal reaction, blah 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 blah. When you read the entirety of the report, he said, I think against Arsenal this year, the two games I've seen, we've outplayed Arsenal. That's them will be Chelsea. The ex-Chelsea and England captain said in a video on his TikTok page. So going into these games, I never feared Arsenal anyway. In the league or in any competition, I think it's different if we're in the Champions League semi-final. I think your approach then becomes a little bit cautious. This thing when they talk, it doesn't tell the reality of what happened. You dey talk say if to say na maybe Champions League semi-final now, Chelsea can dey a bit cautious. You go understand. But this semi-final second leg, Chelsea came with caution. They didn't come all out. They were cautious to the point where we say Paul Merson got to criticize Liam Rosinho, wey be the Chelsea coach, and the man said in his defense that Paul Merson is talking from the power of hindsight, that in play like a low block, fine. But if to say use and win, nobody go talk saying do bad. Get the Chelsea came with cautiousness or caution, and you call it up like I don't really understand. For me, I think Terry is just a bad loser. You see, I've seen it before. Arsenal looking like okay, Arsenal looking the best team so far in the Premier League so far, and I think they've got the best squad in the Premier League so far. They've got a lot of strength in depth, and I think they've been the best. But also, it certainly wasn't the Champions League final that they've qualified to. It's the Carabao Cup final. Yes, it's the first competition you can win. I think it's really important, but they just showed me where the Arsenal team are at the moment. They can feel the nerves. I know every Arsenal fan out there is feeling what I'm feeling. But we know they feel what they feel. You are talking. Oh, I don't want to use any bad language. But what do you think about what you tell the talk? Because you say every Arsenal fan don't understand where they go. So now understand where they go. We now subscribe to a line of thoughts. Yes. So when I let me know because go hear me, no follow for what me at the top. Now, Paul Merson and Chris Sutton make Arsenal versus Sunderland predictions as all over title claim made. So let's start with Paul Merson and what he said. So Paul Merson, when he predicts the match will play against Sunderland, again, so all the things we talk. He said, I think the title will be wrapped up this weekend. I can't see Arsenal dropping points in this game. If Arsenal win, there'll be 9 points clear at the top, and then Man City go to Anfield, which means it will be all over on Sunday. Now the magic came in for Bukayo Saka after such an injury during the warm-up up the other day, and in that game they introduced Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Berchizi, Martinelli, and Ricardo Calafiori off the bench. How many of those good players are not getting in their team? Arsenal went about it so quickly, so quietly rather, and built a really strong squad. I remember Pep Guardiola doing it at Man City, but there was big news with players costing 60 to 70 million, but Arsenal just built an unbelievable squad so quietly. Now, I don't think Arsenal's quadruple credentials are being talked about enough. Nowhere near as much when Man City and Liverpool were chasing it. Now, the buyers will talk about now. The media are not going to give it that glory, you get. So the FA Cup will be the toughest trophy for them to win. They've got a nice draw now, but if they play Man City, Chelsea, or Liverpool in the next 3 rounds, they won't win. Why you say they no go win? Like I for like enter for messing head. Make I understand why they talk say for the FA Cup for the fourth round, maybe other next stage. If they give us any of these teams, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, we no go win. Their second squad better pass our second squad. Their second 11 better pass our second 11. Like how are you saying we will not win? Like I don't really understand that. I wish they could ask Paul Merson to expatiate more. Now he said the league may be wrapped up. They could win the Champions League because I don't see a team that can beat them over 2 legs. But the FA Cup is different. You have 90 minutes and then you go straight to penalties. Anything can happen in that competition. That anything can happen should affect both sides. When you talk like maybe now only Arsenal, what kind of analysis is this one? When you talk like now only Arsenal that anything can happen can affect. When they say anything can happen means it can happen to either side. Anybody will we play. Not be us. Don't box us to that. Nah, wow. All right, so it's a Sunderland were great in the win against Burnley last time, but I expect a comfortable win for Arsenal in this game. Prediction Arsenal to win Sunderland 2-0. Now, for Chris Sutton, he said, I'm not going to say 2-1 for this one. Instead, it will be another Arsenal clean sheet. They have already kept 12 clean sheets in their first 24 league games, 2 more than any other team. It's a shame Sunderland midfielder Granit Xhaka is not fit to face his old club at the Emirates, where he played for the Blackcats against Arsenal in their draw at the Stadium of Light. They were the first team I saw who really rattled the Gunners. How did they rattle us? Nobody tell me behind the body they used rattle us at their own tiny stadium. Oh, no get space to exploit. Add context to all these things. Now, Granit Xhaka's experience has helped to blow. Well, make I not to waste time with these lengthy reports. The Coco be say they showed their strengths in depth at Elland Road, where we beat Leeds when they lost Bukayo Saka in the warm-up, and I can see them winning comfortably this time too. Prediction: Arsenal to beat Sunderland 2-0. 9 be their own prediction. Me, Arsenal to beat Sunderland 3-0. You, wetin be your own prediction? Everybody dey predict. You wey dey predict no get forehead. You sef talk your own. Everybody dey project with the belief wey dem get. Belief na free, get. Can believe anything. So Baba, project your own. Anyhow wey you take see am, make you talk am. Na so e be. All right, let's bring you another message from another of our sponsor, what they call Leaders Educational Services and Tours Limited. So they can help you study and live in the United Kingdom if you want to be an international student. So they are readying you for the May and September 2026 intake. Now, what we provide, they provide admission assistance, exciting courses are available, work study opportunities, and visa processing. So if you're interested in their services, call 091 3637 or 08036593339. Get or reach out to them on their website on www.leadersedutorlimited.com. And their office address is at shop 206 207 Road 5 beside Stanbic Bank Ikota Shopping Complex by VGC Lekki Ajah, Lagos State. So their number is at the bottom of the screen. So if you get any interest, make you reach out to them ASAP. Gets now away from that also. So I can't see one report from the hand of Arsenal. We're going to talk say Max Doman they already step up in training program and is expected to join the full first team training soon. And also, say Bukayo Saka the targets the North London derby, according to Collins, excellently reported, but there is an outside chance he returns sooner depending on his recovery. So with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to just call the show and then it's like come your way. And later this afternoon, we'll open the studios for the pre-match analysis of the match between Arsenal and Sunderland at the Emirates Stadium. Till then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get out. All right, guys. See you guys later.